So here is my new Echo PB580T backpack blower. Picked it up at Home Depot. Paid $2.99 for it, and seems to get some good reviews. I'm not sure it's the best one out there. I don't know. I have a pretty small yard, so I'm not sure I have to have the very best one. Plus, I don't do this commercially. It's got a 5-year warranty on it for me, consumer warranty, and it's 2-year commercial warranty. That means to me that they think it's probably going to run. And so yeah, looks like a box. So I'm going to open it up here and give you guys a look at what we get when you buy one of these Echo professional grade PB580T leaf blowers, backpack leaf blower. Okay, so let's open this baby up. That's what it looks like when it comes in there. Nice big bore blower hose right there. I'll set those down over here. And then, yeah, it looks like. And here is the manual for the blower. Comes with enough oil for about a gallon premix, and clamps. And let's see here. Here's a little bit more. This is the flexing elbow, apparently. And not sure what all this is. I'll find out. Kind of looks to me like that's your actual exit. Be my guess. And then here is the lovely machine itself, and it looks pretty and it feels real light. Interesting motor suspension on here. That's kind of interesting. Amazing how loose that is. You know, I mean, it's not really loose, but it's so flexible. Kind of interesting to me. I personally fly, as I mentioned earlier, I fly a 2-stroke powered paraglider motor, and it's a 133 or 130 cc's, and I only use premium non-ethanol gas, pure gas, no ethanol mixed in, and then I use racing motor oil. I don't know, I should probably trust these guys that theirs is good, but I like that on my powered paraglider, and kind of counting on it saving my life. So anyway, there's the manual. Gonna go read that and find out what's going on. So the first thing you do is you put the large clamp on, this clamp onto here, and then this guy goes onto here. Okay. Suppose when your manufacturer recommends a lubricant, you probably want to use one. So I'm thinking WD-40. Let's give it a go here. There we go. It's on in place. And now, what I'm wondering is where you want that positioned. I'm going to assume that I want it down away from my arm, so it's not chafing on my arm. I think that's going to be your throttle tube, is my guess. I mean, yeah, for your, I'm wondering if you run this through that. Okay, so this is the swivel tube. Completely on. I'm going to turn this clamp away from my body too. When you're sliding this on, you're going to put it right over that notch there. That keeps it from rotating sideways. And then you can set the pitch of this handle wherever you want it, which is kind of cool. So whatever's a natural feel for you. So you can run it like this, with your trigger, or you can have kind of a cruise control feature. Here you can see this coming in as I pull this down. So gives you essentially a cruise control. That's pretty cool. The final steps are adding these pipes here, and they say you run it down the groove just like that, put it in there nice and tight, and then you work until you're actually hitting one of those channels, and then go like that, and that's locked in there. So channel, there we go. Okay, so that's the blower. Got my Echo decal up top. I guess that's fine. I don't really care. Fine. Now we just need to fuel this baby up and fire it up. Sure. Someone not quite as big as me. That's not too bad. Feels comfortable. Makes you kind of feel like you're a spaceman. So move the switch to idle. Only pull the rope length half to 2/3 of the length, and don't let it snap back. Put it in cold start position on the choke. Pump the bulb until you see fuel, and then pump it 4 or 5 times more, and then pull the recoil starter until engine fires, or a maximum of 5 pulls. So
you got that on the cold start.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 1. Boom. That's all. That's just like my paramotor.
Yeah.
So once it's started, then you turn the choke to run. Right there. And then start it up again. That's the first time it started that motor. That's pretty good. You want to let it warm up a little bit. So a couple of things that I may not have been as clear on in the video as I would have liked to is that when you're starting the motor, what you do is you put this choke switch here into cold start position, which is up, and then there's a bulb right there. You press that bulb until you see gas showing up in it, and then when you get gas in that bulb, you press it about 4 to 5 more times. I did 4 times on my start. Then make sure that your switch on your handle is in the on position. Right there, you can actually see it. Right there to on. Then come over and give the thing up to 5 pulls while it's still on this choke position, cold start. And on my case, as you saw, I only pulled it twice and it started running, and just runs briefly, and then it's probably got too much fuel or something, or not enough oxygen, I'm not sure which, and it shuts it down, but just enough to get started. Then you switch this to the run position and pull it again, and it started for me on the very first pull. I was pretty impressed by that. So one of the things they tell you is that you should not store fuel in it for a long period of time, and that's totally true, obviously. Two-stroke gas with a premix, gas and oil mixture can separate and can foul things up. So when I'm done here at the end of the season, you can leave it in there for a week, even up to 3 weeks. Especially, I'm using that high quality racing motor oil, the racing 2-stroke oil with my premium gas with no ethanol in the gas, and you can leave that in there 3 weeks, no problem. And but much longer than that, I would dump this tank, and nice thing about it is you can just tip this thing over like that, just pour it out into a gas can. And then what I do is I just dump it into my truck if the gas gets old, and it burns up just fine. There's not enough in there when you mix it in there with 20 gallons of regular gas. It's not going to hurt anything. Nice way to get rid of unwanted gas. So then I just put that in my truck and then run out your carburetor, and then your motor is much more likely to start next winter. One thing that I have found is spark plugs need to be changed every now and then. I find that on my paramotor, you need that. One thing that's kind of cool is they give you the size of the spark plug right there. Of course, I'm sure you pull the spark plug out and you would actually be able to see that. But there's the spark plug numbers for it. And what I'm very impressed with is the ergonomics. It feels very comfortable on my back. I really love the feel of this throttle. The quality of the build on the throttle is really nice. Feels substantial, feels like, you know, that thing's really made to use. And so pretty happy with that. Well, I am by no means an expert on this leaf blower. I've had it for all of about 3 hours. And but I'm happy with it so far. I was amazed at how well it started, and you know, I don't know if you've had bad experiences with two-strokes. I certainly have. This is using whatever new technology they're using these days to produce good starts, and I really am happy with it. So maybe I'll do a follow-up review if I get around to it, telling you what it's like a year from now, or maybe at the end of the winter. But pretty happy with it so far. And seems like it's going to have plenty of go juice to get the job done. So, thanks for watching.